Hi, I'm Rick Vespa, here with a series of videos to help you make your life more beautiful by making decorating easier. I get asked a lot of plant questions, but the most frequent one is about watering. How much, how often? Well, that depends on a lot of different things. Start with the type of plants. Say succulents don't use as much water as other plants. The other thing is location, inside, out, full sun, shade. A lot of factors go into that. And of course the pots themselves, what kinds of pots, plastic, ceramic, or say a porous like a terracotta that'll use more water. So those are important things to consider. Let me talk a little bit to show you, soil moisture is very important, and if you can see on this plant, the roots go from top to bottom, so you really don't want to let this plant dry out halfway in between waterings. It's a common thing. Wait till it's dry and then water. I like to see a more frequent watering with less water. That's very important, and that way you won't have a dry plant that when you water it, all the water just goes through and ends up in the saucer at the bottom, which is also a bad thing. So how do I measure water? You can do it with moisture meters like this, mechanical devices that'll help you measure the water. This one will actually blink at you when the plant needs water. One other good source is your finger. Put the finger in the soil and you can tell if there's water, and especially at the tops of the surface of the soil. Watering can here, I know this is obvious, but the snout here is what really matters. This helps you get the water down into the plant and into the soil. Sometimes these plants will repel the water if you just pour it on the top. So that's really important that you've got something you can get into the plant with. This device here will help you water your hanging baskets, fill it with water and give it a squeeze. Just makes it a little easier. This fern here, I've got in a tray like this that snaps on the bottom of the basket, and it'll hold water. Now if you use one of these outside, be careful you don't let it fill with water because it can actually do the plant some harm. But with a small layer of water in here, this fern will thrive. It'll keep the plant watered by absorbing through the bottom as well as giving it some humidity as you have evaporation. So it's a great way to grow ferns successfully. Couple of other things here. We've got these devices that help water when you're away. This one works by capillary action. You can actually recycle your wine bottles, fill the wine bottle with water, put it in here, stick this in the soil, and it gives the water to the soil and the plant through capillary action. These are all very similar. There's a whole host of items like that. And then lastly, soil moist here, which can be added to the soil of your plant. It's a polymer that absorbs water and gradually releases it to the roots of the plant, and that'll help if you're gone for an extended stay. Just a couple of tips on plant watering to help you make your life more beautiful by making gardening easier.